I'm Wilma Ellen Linderman Williams Casabry. I am the daughter of Flossie Lee Turner, whose mother was Sue Crouch. So this is the story of the Crouch family and how they ended up in Ballard County. Now, according to Mother, there was a large group of related people that came over the Cumberland Gap, and that her family came in an ox cart that had solid wooden wheels as opposed to wheels with spokes. And it was a two-wheel thing, and the only thing she knew that they brought with them was a rope bed that had posts, and it was quite pretty, but it was a rope bed, and I foolishly allowed my brother to sell it to an antique dealer, and I did not block it, so that piece is long gone. But I remember it. It lay in the floor of the big old house in Blandville behind Uncle Bob's bed for many years. Now, I think they settled somewhere close to Hopkinsville, but they settled in a place called the Crouch Township, which existed for quite a long time. And they were given the land because one of the people in the group, father had died during the Revolutionary War, and as a family, their reward was this huge grant of land in Kentucky. Now, Henry Crouch, who was the grandfather of my grandmother, apparently wasn't very popular with the family, and we believe that it has something to do with alcoholism because his death certificate said he died of delirium tremens, which are caused by alcohol. So anyway, he died relatively young, but he lived in western Kentucky, close to a little town called Gage, and close to another little town that no longer exists that was called New York, Kentucky. And they had quite a large section of land, and we believe he left Crouch Township because of his alcoholism. We can't prove that, but that's what we believe. So he lived there, and the farm that I still own, 17.5 acres or so, and Margaret Linderman still owns about 17 acres, and my second cousin Jimmy Crouch owns a big farm that came from his father James, and they are on the Flinoy-Hinkville Road in Ballard County, Kentucky. That's where my mother grew up, and that's where she met my father, who was the hired man. And the house was there for many years, and ultimately it just sort of fell down. Margaret owns the homestead, and I own more land.